So with all clubs, irons, putter as well, they've obviously got a leading edge, driver as well, and if we're looking at the swing from front on and we're going this way, then you know you can identify from where you are there and where I'm here that that leading edge, even if it's low down or up in the air, if I twist it a bit, that's going to go left, that's going to go right. You can see that very accurately, even if it's like 1 degree shut or open. And that line extends like vertically like this from this front on perspective. So that's my setup there with the clubs. And then start the sequence with the shaft going back like this. And then when I come down, I need to get back onto that line to hit the shot going straight 90 degrees to how I'm standing. People do a lot of rehearsals where they swing down and they practice their impact position like this with their hands leading the way. But of course that will just go to the right. Also, any swinging of the club where there's a vertical move like this will end up coming into the ball with the club face looking like this to the right. So you know, you'll see YouTube videos on releasing the club with your hands. Well, you know, that can be a go-to thing. It's a bit of a temporary fix. It might not be very consistent, but it can be a temporary thing if you're out on the golf course. If you can just shut that when you hit it with whatever club, then you know, in that moment you can stop yourself from hitting that big slice. And then there's the question, well, why does the driver slice and the iron doesn't? Well, with whatever problems people have in their swing, the club in people's bad swings ends up coming down this way, so vertically, come down steep to hit the ball. And if of course you've got a short golf club, it can fit under your body and you can manage the club face, and it might go on a small pull or just a small cut, but it's playable. Whereas a long stick, like a driver, when it comes down, you do your swing move that comes over like this, or it comes down vertically like this, but either way it's a vertical move. It comes down like this. Then when the club gets to the bottom, the club face with a longer club is going to tend to be more open. It's going to be more open, looking to the right, and accentuating the slice. So you've got to practice looking in the mirror, front on. Also down the line, like you know, you've seen from videos where you're back on your heels, that makes your arms look long. Okay. Whereas if we go back with the hips, my arms can look short. Alright, so that keeps it more manageable when you swing the club around your body. But that one being back with the long arms will give you only like a vertical pull down like this, and you'll end up back like this as you hit it. So you need to just keep doing rehearsals where you keep seeing it. You've got to keep seeing it. And you just take this back. And then you can see how this drop is actually just a drop with, it's just a drop with my arms, but you can see how the shafts are shallow, they're diagonal, they're at an angle like this. So it's not a vertical pull down like this with the shaft, it's just an angle like this. The club can come around and it can square up as it hits it. And I mentioned in the lesson how this is low, so it's shallow with the shaft, but it's low, and then you get a sensation that you go past impact, so there's the roundness there, and then it's high on this side. Whereas you'll see in any of your videos that you'll be high and vertical, and then it will disappear this way. And of course it's three-dimensional, so if it disappears this way, you'll be back here. So you can expect that finish that you do where you're back on your right foot. But if you go here, around, whereby if I go around like that, then whatever length of club can go around and it just skims the ground. It's not coming in too acutely in the angle of attack, it's just coming around like this. Maybe just practice this. Okay, dragging this along the floor. There's a roundness with the shaft there. That's a body release. That's a proper release where you go around this. This is a proper release. And this is the go-to bit of a bodge, but the rolling over of the wrist is something that you can do to get a temporary fix from the big slice by turning this over. But if I swing this and I drop this, obviously this was in the lesson. So here's the low, here's the around, that's going to square up, then I can carry on round. So this looks high now, this is the low, high and around, and I'm up here in the finish. My right hand here represents the club face, like that. So we're here, 45 degrees, drop, around, carry on round around. And that's a draw or a straight shot. On the back it looks like here, 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 around. We go, drop here, go around, and then carry on round with your right side. But you don't hit down. There's no vertical stuff. It's all quite diagonal like this. This is the drop. This isn't the drop. This drop with a straight shot, with a vertical shot, has to shallow like this. Leaves the face looking to the right. So we need to go like this, which is this. And then I can go around, square the face up, and I can carry on with my right side. So when you hit some practice balls on the range, try and get this. And not this, get this, baseball, do this,